Oh no, yeah, in the care home, you will encounter some people who are like malicious. Yeah, because they're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what can you do?
Can't do anything. It's just their age. It's like I was just saying to you, Bill, my mum's Bill.
Your father,
Well, like he's my stepdad.
stepfather, yeah.
Yeah, my mum's Bill.
Mm.
He went senile,
Yeah,
right, and
yeah,
demented.
yeah,
And we went on. I took him, my mother, Joan and Kitty and Ephraim. We
yeah,
went on holiday in a cottage,
yeah,
and I went out canoeing.
yeah,
And my wallet, I always take my wallet wherever I go in case I need money. And because I was canoeing and that, some of the water came, and I got my wallet wet.
yeah.
So when I came back to the cottage we hired, they had a fire going in the grate,
Yeah,
and I put the wallet next to the fire
yeah. So you dried it.
to dry out.
Yeah, so you dried it.
So when it had dried out, I picked my wallet up, and
Yeah.
there was £10 missing.
£10. So how much money have you got in there?
Oh, about 50, 60 quid like that.
Bloody hell.
There was 10 quid missing.
So you only got 50 left.
Yeah, if it was 60, I had whatever it was in there, I had £10 less. And everybody was under suspicion then.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So he
because I knew what was in it.
What was he diagnosed with dementia already?
He was coming into,
First stage.
gradually going into a dementia state. And it was only after he died that my mother told me.
Yeah.
She never told me at the time.
What?
That he'd taken the £10.
So why she didn't tell you? Why your mom didn't tell you?
Well, she probably didn't know. I don't know whether she knew at the time.
Yeah.
We were only there for a week.
Yeah, because your auntie, how many aunties have you got there in the holiday?
Kitty and Joan.
Oh, they were young at that time.
Not young. But
like around 70s, 60s?
60s, late 60s.
Yeah.
Kitty, Joan, my mum's Bill, my mother, Ephraim, and me.
Bloody hell.
And it's only later on that I found out that it was Bill that took it, after he died. But I think my mother was frightened of me confronting him.
Yeah. Because you're very confrontational when something is when something is missing, you're very confrontational. So, is that when he died?
No, he died. It must have been about, I'd say about 5-6 years after that. He died.
So after 6 years, your mother told you.
Me, yeah.
When you went on holiday with him, your father Bill, stepfather Bill, was he diagnosed with dementia, early dementia?
No, he was only coming into it,
like
the early stages.
Early stage, yeah.
But later on, about 18 months before he died, my mother had gone shopping with him. When they were coming out of the shop, the store detective stopped them.
Yeah, why?
He'd stolen from the shop.
Your stepfather Bill?
Yeah. And of course, they were going to call the police. And my mother explained, she knew then that he'd got dementia.
Oh, so he wasn't diagnosed by the doctor, but she knew she's going to that first stage dementia.
Yeah. And then when he took this, stole this stuff from the shop.
Yeah.
My mother had to explain to them.
Yeah.
That he'd got dementia and that, but they were going to call the police.
Yeah. And so what happened then?
Well, when she told the manager and that of the store about it, they let him go.
Yeah, because
But at first, before she told them all about, his situation and that, they were
yeah,
going to call the police.
yeah. So was the police there?
No, because they didn't. After she explained
Yeah.
that they didn't call the police.
Yeah, some pensioners sometimes they nick
Yeah,
and they didn't even realize.
yeah.
Yeah, it happened before in the newspaper. I think it was here.
So his dementia, he was prone to stealing.
Yeah, yeah. You know, some of our residents there in the dementia ward, the lady, oh, she took all the pens, any pens she can see, she took them, and the other lady, she took all the coloring pens.
It's quite a common thing with people with dementia
She get
to
this,
steal.
yeah, she got a bag, she got like a big bag like that, shoulder bag, big, and then she got her hairbrush, perfume. Sometimes she put her knickers there as well. I don't know if it's clean or not. I said, "Where's your comb, your brush? Can I borrow your brush? Can I borrow your spray, body spray, perfume?" Oh, it's all in there, she said. But if you look at her, she looks normal.
Yeah.
But and then you have to prompt her. She won't do things unless you prompt her. She's not. She doesn't do things on her own anymore. She can do things like, okay, I'm going to bed now. Yeah, she will go to bed, but sometimes she won't sleep until you tell her, oh, you better sleep now. You need to prompt her. And then I noticed when I was looking for knickers, she hung some of her knickers. I don't know if it's clean or not, in the heater. They're all spread all over the room. I have to take them off and put them in the red bag for washing because I don't know which one is clean or not. She mixed everything.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they mix match, and then in her drawer, I found some of those coloring pens. You know, when they do activity in the daytime, they do some coloring. And then the staff, they put all the coloring pens and pencil in one box. And you know what I found in her bedroom drawer? Some of at least 20, lots of coloring pens there. And then I said, how did she get it? Probably she took it and then put it in her bag and then just put them all there.
That's how they are.
Yeah.
Look at the other one with the towels. She's obsessed with towels.
Yeah, obsessed with towels, yeah.
Ah.
And then she knew I'm stacking all the towels there in the corridor, in the sofa for the day stuff. And then so I already showered and dressed her, and then she will nick like that, like she will look like that if someone is looking. And then I said, I saw her. What you doing? Oh, you're going to take towels again? Oh, it's only one. Only one. And then I say, okay then, because you're a good lady, you listen to me. Okay, you can get one. And then it didn't end there. So when she took one, she took two more. I said, hey, hang on a minute. You said you're only taking one. Why you got loads in there in your hand? No, I need it for tomorrow as well. And then if you look at her room, she got loads of towels there, like,
Yeah, she's got an obsession with towels.
yeah, and she also got, this is the second one, huh? This is the second one. She got OCD. Oh no, this is the third resident I'm talking about. There's another one. Fourth resident, a lady. If you put the trolley there with all the things you need for personal care, like, you know, she will nick them one by one. And then you don't know where she put them. Sometimes she put them inside her room. So I put all the towels in the trolley for the morning. And then you notice there's only less towel. I said, where are the towels? I said, I just stuck it in. Many for tomorrow. she nicked some of the towels, and then when I look at her room in the cabinet up there on top, she got loads of towels
Towels.
there,
She's obsessed.
medium and big ones.
Obsession.
Yeah, so what I did while she's
Nick
not
them back.
while she's not looking, I took some of them back, because if she see you taking it back, she will say, "No, no, 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 no! Don't touch that! Don't touch it!" She'll get agitated.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she will nick something from other room. She will look around, and then if you don't, oh yeah, my colleague, he was in the cinema room, and then he's wearing a reading glass, right? He was wearing a reading glass, and then he was doing the report in the cinema room, and then uh, someone buzzed, so he has to leave the cinema room. So with all his paperwork and reading glass, you know what happened when he came back? His reading glass was missing, and he used it for doing the report. And then he was looking, "Where's my reading glass? It's gone." Because she's wandering around, this poor lady. She's wandering around, and then if she sees something there,
Pick it up.
she'll pick it up.
It's quite common with people who are old and starting to be demented.
Yeah,
It's quite common.
it's like they're becoming OCD.
If my mother had told me at first
Mm.
that he'd taken the 10 quid
Mm.
and
And where did he put
he's
it?
going a bit dementia, I'd
So-
have accepted it.
Yeah, where did he put it?
What?
Bill, where did he put the money? The 10 quid?
I don't know, probably in his pocket or whatever. And you remember 10 quid then
Mm.
was worth at least 20 quid now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And then, what else? Yeah, and sometimes when they're having dementia, sometimes they give everything away.
My mum had a terrible job with him. It's one time, she used to, before he got completely out of it, out of his head, he used to cook the food.
Mm.
And they sat down, there's only the two of them in where she used to live. And they sat down and he cooked it. They were having chicken.
Yeah,
And they cooked it.
yeah,
They were eating the chicken.
yeah,
And my mum got a mouthful.
yeah. What?
There was ice.
What ice?
It had been in the freezer.
Ah,
And he'd not cooked it properly. And it was ice in the bloody chicken.
who was the cook?
Bill was doing it.
The one with
This was my mum's Bill.
Yeah.
This was before he
got-
was only gradually going.
gradually having the dementia.
Yeah.
So you mean to say your mom trusted him to cook the chicken?
He used to do it. Sometimes my mum would do it. Sometimes he'd do it.
Mm.
And after that, she wouldn't allow him. She had a terrible job. But at the end, just 6 months before he died, like that, he used to shit the bed.
Oh yeah, that's a
She
sign.
had to take all the bedding off.
That's a sign.
She had a terrible time with him.
So why did your mom didn't put Bill into the care home?
Well, I don't know. She should have done.
Or probably she didn't know what to do at that time.
Maybe not. She had a terrible job. She had no end of washing to do.
Overnight, 24 hours.
She shit the bed.
So she can't sleep with him.
She used to sleep in. There was only one bedroom. Oh no, 2 bedrooms. But
Yeah.
I don't know whether she went in the other one or what she did.
So your stepfather didn't have the time to get assessed by his GP, by the doctor.
I don't think they were ever properly, I mean,
Probably.
I'm going back 30 years. It's a lot of different things were different then.
Yeah. So probably.
And he was nearly 20 years older than my mother.
Yeah. So how old was your stepfather at that time when he started?
When he died, he was in his 80s.
So when he nicked your money, how old was he?
About say about 78,
Seven,
70s, late 70s.
late 70s.
Yeah,
So around 77
yeah,
onwards.
like that.
Yeah, sometimes we got another resident there. He doesn't look 80. I think below 80, under 80. This is the fifth one, the fifth one. I think he was going to dementia, first stage dementia, and then he kept going to the other lady's room, and he said, "Come on, come with me now. We're going to sleep now, or we're going to the train station." And then this lady was so distressed. "What you talking about?" She said. "You're not my husband. My husband is already dead."
Well, don't you remember? Don't you remember where we were in the Scottish one of the Scottish hotels?
Oh yeah,
and that lady had her husband Gordon.
Gordon, yeah.
Right. Don't you remember what she said?
Yeah, she's talking to
He'd
you.
gone out stripped naked.
Yeah.
And gone walking down the corridor.
So that man is in the first stage dementia, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah. They only get worse.
Yeah.
It gets gradually worse.
Yeah,
and
so
worse.
in between the first stage and the second stage dementia.
Yeah.
But he recognized me when we went to the shop.
Oh, they do.
I said, "Oh, like that." He said like that. So he still got a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah. Normally, if the person is in stage 2, normally they don't recognize you unless you told them, "I'm your daughter." Oh, if you mention your name, so oh, my granny was like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They don't recognize you in the face now, but
No.
they recognize you by name. If you mention your name, "Oh, I'm your daughter," blah blah blah. Oh, like that, they will hug you. Yeah, that's the only time they can remember. Yeah, and then yeah, remember that lady, Gordon's wife. She kept talking to you and told you about that.
I was telling me
Gordon
all about him and what he used to get up to.
Yeah, was that when they went on holiday?
Yeah.
A
He went
Putan.
in a hotel.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether she was doing something else. He took all his clothes off and went down the corridor.
Yeah, some of our residents are like that. Yeah.
Well, nothing on.
Yeah. So and then I said, "Hey, don't come out like that." I said, well, one of the residents, "Oh no, don't do that. Come on."
She was telling me I'm starting to have a really bad time with him, you know.
Yeah, it's stressful. I think they need to speak to the GP if they get problem like that, you know. Yeah, and then they can assess. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. And sometimes
Remember that one on the coach, the other one?
What?
That was smiling like this, and she was sat on the coach with us. She was going.
Oh yeah, that lady when we went to Bruges, isn't it? The lady,
Okay.
you know, when we went the first time we went to Bruges by coach. This lady, she was laughing.
She's
No, she was friendly. When I saw her, she was friendly. Oh, yeah. And then she was laughing continuously. And then suddenly I saw she was sitting in front of us. And then suddenly she was the man in front of her was talking to her husband. And then suddenly this lady who is laughing, smiling and laughing, suddenly she hit the man in front of him, and then the husband said, "Stop it," like that. Behave. She said, "Stop it, behave." No wonder the husband was there.
It's starting to go.
Yeah, I think the husband was a bit young, isn't he?
Yeah, a bit younger.
Younger than her. And then she was when she went to her chair, to her seat in front of us. I thought she was fine because she was smiling. "Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. And then I noticed But the man in front of her was talking. She was having a chat with other passengers. And suddenly she hit him in the head.
Yeah, you gotta.
And then the husband beside her said to her, "Stop it, behave, don't do that." Like that. And I didn't even know she got a dementia. Bloody hell. Oh, you closed that door.
He did, not me.
Why she's doing that? Another demented. You can't, you can't have a conversation in a close thingy with the coronavirus. Yeah, or otherwise, all the saliva I spread here, you'll end up inhaling it in its air. Why did you do that?
I've seen some nice places to go for a